All right, folks, buckle up. What if I told you the future of American jobs, our national security, and even our way of life hinges on a single trip to Paris? Yeah, sounds like a movie, right? But this ain't Hollywood. Vice President J.D. Vance is heading to the AI Action Summit in Paris. Is this just another photo op, or is something huge about to go down? Are we about to see a major shift in how the U.S. approaches AI on a global scale? And more importantly, are we ready for it? Okay, let's get to the core of it. VP Vance is making his first international trip as VP to attend the AI Action Summit in Paris. This isn't just a casual meet and greet. This summit aims to establish scientific foundations, solutions, and standards for AI. So, why is Vance there? What's at stake? Well, it signals that the U.S. is finally engaging in serious international discussions about AI. This could be a significant departure from a purely America-first approach, suggesting a recognition that AI challenges and opportunities transcend national borders. He's there to represent U.S. interests, but also to figure out where we can find common ground with other global players. Think of it as a high-stakes poker game, but the chips are AI dominance. So, what's the immediate impact? First, increased U.S. engagement in global AI governance. This is huge. For too long, the U.S. has been perceived as going it alone. Vance's presence signifies a willingness to play ball, to work within a global framework. Second, the potential for new international AI standards or agreements. This is where things get tricky. Are we talking about binding regulations or just guidelines? Will the U.S. be willing to compromise? Third, geopolitical positioning. The summit is a chance for the U.S. to size up the competition, particularly China. Vance can gauge their approaches to AI, build relationships, and counter narratives that could be detrimental to U.S. interests. This isn't just about technology, it's about power. Fourth, policy input. Vance will gather information and perspectives from international leaders and the tech sector, which will directly inform the Trump administration's AI policies and regulations. This is a chance to shape the future of AI in America. And fifth, increased visibility for the Stargate project. This is the U.S.'s massive AI infrastructure project. Vance's trip provides an opportunity to promote it, potentially attracting further investment and partnerships. Think of Stargate as the foundation upon which America's AI future will be built. But is it enough? Will it be ready in time? Now, let's talk about the impact on the industry. With international attention focused on AI development, companies like OpenAI, Oracle, and SoftBank will face increased scrutiny. We're talking about ethical considerations, data privacy, and potential biases in their AI models. This is a good thing. These companies have immense power, and they need to be held accountable. The summit outcomes and the U.S.'s stance on AI regulation could also influence investment decisions in the AI sector. Capital could shift towards countries or companies aligned with emerging international standards. This is a high-stakes game of musical chairs. Depending on the nature of any international agreements, the pace of AI development could either accelerate or slow down. Collaboration and standardization could lead to faster progress, but regulatory constraints could put the brakes on. Which one will it be? And who will benefit most? The cybersecurity industry will also see growth, as the need for robust measures to protect against AI-powered threats increases. This is a gold rush for cybersecurity experts. Finally, the semiconductor industry competition. The fact that China's DeepSeek is using inferior chips highlights the ongoing battle for chip supremacy. The U.S. needs to maintain its technological edge in chip manufacturing to stay ahead. Okay, let's get real about the socio-economic impacts. AI has the potential to automate many jobs, leading to displacement. This is a scary prospect for many, but it could also create new jobs in areas like AI development, data science, and AI ethics. The key is to prepare the workforce for these new opportunities. We're talking about massive investments in education and training. If access to AI technology and the benefits it provides is not equitable, it could exacerbate existing inequalities. This is a real danger. We need to ensure that everyone benefits from AI, not just the wealthy elite. The development and deployment of AI raise serious ethical concerns about bias, fairness, transparency, and accountability. International cooperation and regulation are needed to address these concerns. We can't let AI run wild. It needs to be guided by ethical principles. AI also has significant national security implications, including its use in autonomous weapons, surveillance, and disinformation campaigns. International agreements are needed to limit the risks associated with these applications. This is about protecting ourselves from the potential dangers of AI. The way governments and institutions manage the development and deployment of AI will have a significant impact on public trust. If AI is seen as being used to benefit the powerful at the expense of the ordinary citizen, it could erode public trust. We need to be transparent about how AI is being used and ensure that it's used for the benefit of all. Now, let's talk about the risks. The emergence of Chinese AI models like DeepSeek highlights a potential technological gap or competitive challenge for the U.S. If the U.S. falls behind in AI development, it could have significant economic and strategic consequences. The fact that DeepSeek is using inferior chips may be a short-term disadvantage, but rapid advancements in China's capabilities could quickly close that gap. Are we underestimating the competition? While the Stargate project represents a massive investment in AI infrastructure, there's a risk that it might not be sufficient or fast enough to meet the rapidly evolving demands of the AI sector. Building the necessary data centers and energy infrastructure is a complex and time-consuming process. Increased reliance on AI systems, especially those connected to critical infrastructure, creates new cybersecurity vulnerabilities. The summit might discuss these vulnerabilities, but the implementation of robust security measures is crucial to mitigate the risk of attacks. Are we prepared for an AI-powered cyber war? AI has the potential to disrupt various industries and labor markets. While the summit may focus on the positive applications of AI, it's important to consider the potential negative impacts on employment and the need for workforce retraining and adaptation. The concentration of AI development in the hands of a few large tech companies could lead to market dominance and stifle competition. Vance's past concerns about preemptive overregulation, potentially entrenching existing tech incumbents, should be carefully considered. Are we creating AI monopolies? The $500 billion Stargate project is a significant financial undertaking. There's a risk that the investment might not yield the expected returns, or that the technology landscape could shift in a way that makes the infrastructure obsolete. The summit takes place against a backdrop of geopolitical tensions, particularly between the U.S. and China. These tensions could complicate discussions on AI governance and potentially lead to a fragmented AI landscape. Is AI becoming a new battleground in the Cold War? AI systems can perpetuate and amplify existing biases in data, leading to discriminatory outcomes. Generative AI tools like DeepSeek can be used to create deepfakes and spread misinformation, potentially undermining trust in institutions and democratic processes. We need to be vigilant about the potential for AI to be used for malicious purposes. The lack of transparency and explainability in some AI algorithms makes it difficult to understand how they arrive at their decisions. This lack of transparency can erode trust and make it difficult to identify and correct errors or biases. Can we trust AI if we don't understand how it works? So, what's the takeaway? VP Vance's trip to the AI Summit presents both opportunities and risks. It's crucial to carefully consider the technical, business, and ethical implications of AI development, and to work towards international collaboration on responsible AI governance. This isn't just about technology, it's about our future. The U.S. needs to lead the way in shaping the future of AI, but it can't do it alone. Vance's mission to Paris is a gamble, but it's a gamble we need to take. The future of AI, and perhaps the future of America, depends on it. What do you think? Is Vance up to the challenge? Let me know in the comments below.